Hello everybody. It's a little bit warmer here today and not as windy. So by the weekend we're looking at having some 70-degree weather again, which is going to be great, but all this up and down temperatures, I'm so over it. What I'm going to show you is the start on a recycled art journal. I'm following Jenny Belly's tutorial on using cereal boxes, I think is what she did, and I've got some cereal boxes, but then I've also got like the hot cocoa box and things like that. Anything that I had empty laying around, I just saved it up. I need a couple more cereal boxes for pages, and then I'll have it. And my son goes through cereal like it's just, you know, candy or whatever. So anyway, this is just the cover so far. And it's just a box that I've painted. No, I covered this one with comic book paper at first. You can't hardly tell that now, but I covered the entire thing in the funny paper, so you can see a little bit of it here from one Sunday's paper. And I just covered the whole thing, but then I discovered that Jenny Belly had used like the brown paper that comes in packaging when they need to fill space, like when you get your scrapbook paper sheets. If you get 12 by 12, they'll put them in the bottom of the box and they'll put that great big brown paper on top. Well, I didn't have any of that, so I thought, well, I'll just use, you know, newsprint like the funny papers, and that'd be kind of cool because then it would be partly decorated. But it turned out that that was too thin. So you really need a paper that's got some density to it. So if you all try this, just keep that in mind. It's just my experience with it. And then so after that, I had Mod Podged it with the regular matte Mod Podge and let that dry. And then I did a layer of the shimmer Mod Podge. And what that did is it made it look like metal. It's hard to see it now because I've covered it with other things, but it makes it look grungy, which is one layer I wanted on this because it's a Shabby Art Journal. And so I did that, and if you can get your hands on some of it, it's called Shimmer Mod Podge, and it's a cool effect when you use it on the right project. I've used it before and it was the wrong project, and it made it too dark. So if you're wanting a dark effect, it's wonderful. Then after that had dried, I took some strips of paper that I had and I did like pickup sticks and just layered them this way and that. I had this out like this, and I covered it and Mod Podged it with that. Let that dry, and then I started painting with a card. I'm not even sure where it is now, but I put a little paint on it and then I would scrape it. Well, I did that, let that dry, and then I used some texture paste and just did little places here and there, and just got that going. And then I used stickers for the 2013 Shabby Art Journal, and I let these fall off, and this edge, and then I did a frame around them with white and then gold, and on the back I put "Art is in everything." So then on the inside I had the funny paper in here, and I decided to just use scraps out of my scrap bin of just plain cardstock. And the reason I did that is this is where I'm going to write notes about each page as I do it. This is for Two Shabby Sisters Art Journal. We're going to be doing pages together, and I'm just creating this and getting it ready for next month when we do our first pages. If you haven't visited twoshabbysistersstudio.ning.com, I'd recommend coming over. We do a lot of fun stuff over there. There's swaps, and then there's like this activity where we're just going to do pages together. There's no mailing or anything involved. It's just for fun. And I'm sure Holly we'd like to have more people participating. But each time I do a page, I'll put on here like the date and what the suggestion was for the pages. So anyway, that's the cover. Okay. Now the pages, they're also, like this is cereal, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting them to the size I want, and you'll notice that this is a Pop-Tart box. I'm going to mix different sizes, different widths, and I'm going to do two sets. Here's a set and here's a set. So there's 2 pages here, 2 pages there, and I'll center this one. And so when I sew it into the book, this one will go first, and then I'll have this one, and that one was from a popsicle box there. And I'm just going to cover it in gesso and have it ready. You can tell I need to put a couple more coats to cover like the Reese's Puffs and just the different boxes. I just got to get more, just another the other side of the Pop-Tart box. And Reese's Puffs again. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I will, these signatures of the 2 sets together, I will sew into the back here. And Jenny Belly's video is really good on that. And I'm thinking of adding some really bright colored beads on the back when I'm doing it as well. I will do an update on this later once I get these gessoed good. Maybe I'll come back and show how she tells to put the pages into the book. But if you don't want to wait on me, just go visit her channel. She's got some absolutely amazing projects on her channel. And if you want information on anything arty, let me tell you, that girl knows her stuff. And I would highly suggest that if you want to start an art journal and you want to just use basically really what you have on hand, including the garbage, that you would just throw out, like the cardboard boxes. I mean, she's even showed where she's used some plastic strapping and stuff. She saves just about everything and turns it into great art. And I would just highly recommend you check her out. And I'm going to share this video response on her original video so that she can see it too. And I hope it comes close to hers, but I'm sure I've got a long way to go because this is like my first junk journal. And the reason I'm calling it a junk journal is at first is because it won't have any art in it until Two Shabby Sisters Studio we start doing our pages. So that's what I'm doing, and I just wanted to give you all an update. I'm hoping this will upload since I'm close to 9 minutes, and YouTube has been a royal pain and a patootie. I will chat at y'all later. Bye-bye.